Anointed Warriors. What's up, spiritual family? Welcome back to Mount Fitness MBS Ministry, where I am your host, Brother Minister Mongoose. Hey, listen, if you're new to the channel, please know that this ministry is for all of those who are hurting, all of those who may be lost or feel lost, whatever's causing the hurting. If your heart is in the right place, and we all know what that means. If your heart is in the right place, but maybe you've made some mistakes, maybe you've made some blunders due to a host of different, reasons. Maybe you're surrounded by haters and disingenuous people. Maybe you just can't seem to get a break. Maybe the medical report, wasn't what you wanted it to be. Maybe you've been trying so hard to lose a few pounds, restore your relationship. Or maybe you just can see that the path that mankind is currently treading on is not sustainable, nor is it organic for that matter. You can see the unseen hand manipulating and controlling the masses, and it bothers you. Whatever the case may be, this ministry is for you, the misfits, the hurting, the poor, the needy, the outcast, the downtrodden. This ministry is for you, to inspire you, to motivate you, to encourage you, to hopefully teach you, and to hopefully learn from you as well, to lead you, to guide you, to follow you, and to serve you. All of those things. This is the express purpose for which this ministry was created. So if you check the box on any or all of those things, you've come to the right place. A place that has been established exclusively for you. Now, we welcome in others. We don't turn away anybody whose heart is in the right place, but maybe they don't have a troubled past. Maybe everything in their life is just fine. But they still genuinely seek encouragement, nourishment. They genuinely are trying to be an even better person. They like helping others. They like respecting all life, all plant life, all animal life, all human life, the life of Mother Earth. We welcome them in as well. So if you're amongst that crowd, maybe you don't have any issues, or things are just going smooth for you at this time, or maybe things have always gone smooth for you. But there's more to it than what society is currently offering. This ministry is for you as well. It is, and it does put a premium emphasis on the have-nots, the hurting, the suffering, those that are hurting and suffering. Now, it's going to be a very brief chapter 2 in the video that I just posted, a message titled, as you know, what do you want to see? The reason I was moved to make a chapter 2 to that is because in chapter 1, I mentioned that I was going to give you guys my credentials, my resume, in terms of my qualifications and why I know that I'm anointed by Him, why I know that He has sent me here to encourage you and to help bring about healing in your life, to help bring about victory in your life. I said I would give you my resume, and I did give you my resume, but I mistakenly omitted the most important part of it, which is the deliverance. And I'm not going to shortchange them, guys. Yes, I took the time out of my schedule. And if you're watching this video, you've taken the time out of your schedule. You may already be familiar with how He has delivered and prospered me. But you've taken the time out of your schedule to hear it again. And the reason is because I just won't shortchange Him. He's never shortchanged me. I've been hurt. I've been battered. I've been bruised. I'll give you my complete resume this time. But in the midst of it all, he never shortchanged me. I was born in the piss poor, poverty-ridden streets. I began a life of crime at the age of 9. I was sentenced to my first juvenile sentence to the Department of Correction at the age of 11. There was 3 total sentences in the Juvenile Department of Corrections, ranging from the age of 11 through 16. That was immediately followed by 4 separate sentences in the Adult Department of Corrections, ranging from the age of 17 to 34. Along the way, I've experienced gang involvement of the worst and most violent kind, homelessness, obesity, depression, anxiety, and he's never shortchanged me. Some people may not get that. Well, he never shortchanged you, but look what happened to you. Well, look what happened to this person that we call Christ. So that's a quick crash course of just some of the things, some of the hardships, some of the mistakes, things that I did and caused myself through poor choices, poor belief systems. The environment played a role as well, but ultimately I take responsibility because there are people that was in that same environment and they just made better choices. So it was part of his plan to begin with. The most important part that I left out in chapter 1 was the deliverance part. I believe I left that out. Now that I think about it, maybe I actually put it in there. But I'd rather err on the side of making sure that I give him his glory. Because it's been almost 2.5 decades since he's delivered me from all of those things. The domestic violence and the domestic abuse, the drug addiction, all of it, the incarcerations, the wrong mindset and heart sets, all of it. It's been over approximately 2.5 decades. And even though I only have a 6th grade formal education, he's caused me to go on to become a certified fitness trainer, an all-natural professional bodybuilder, the starter of my own fitness training company that's been in existence for now almost 20 years. And he's also caused me to be the founder of this ministry in the hopes of giving back, in the hopes of encouraging, inspiring, while simultaneously warning people that there's a path out there that if you haven't gone down it, don't go. If you're old enough to remember, there was a series called Scared Straight. So I'm here to warn people. There's not a lot of people. If I counted on all my fingers and toes, I wouldn't have enough room for the people and the friends, dear friends that I've lost over the years. Most people don't make it. Why he chose me to make it? I know this ministry has something to do with it. Maybe it's the only reason. Maybe I'm sure he's got more for me to do, but I know this ministry is a part of why he saved me. Because he wanted me to help you. He wanted me to inspire you, to motivate you, to encourage you. To say, hey, don't go that way. It's riddled with pain and agony and suffering, things that you can't imagine in your worst nightmares. In terms of the suffering, the loneliness, the sorrows. And to yet simultaneously say, hey, look, if you're headed that way, he'll bring you back. You don't have to keep going that way. Yes. He's not going to judge you in terms of it's all thrown away. You don't have to keep going that way. There is hope. And it's found through effort, desire, and commitment to just keep going, realizing your errors, realize that you need to make a course correction, being committed to that. And once he sees that your heart is in the right place, it may take him a day, it may take him less than a second, it may take him more than 40 years. But he'll get you there. He will get you there. So that's why I made part 2, because I wanted to make sure I included what he's done for me. I think in part 1 I just said the things that I went through, and I think I just said I overcame it, or he caused me to overcome it, and left it at that. But oh no. I just didn't overcome it. He caused me to flourish. And even now, I got to glorify him, because even now, with this ministry, with my eyes being fully opened, with me carrying his anointing, I have tons and tons of enemies. And they would love to see me fall. They would love to see my business go under. They would love to physically harm me. So I got to give him his glory. Can't say, well, I'm out of the woods now and, I'm good now. No. The issues, the problems, the circumstances, the challenges, although in a different kind, in a different form, and in a different location, they yet remained. Different challenges yet remain. So I'm counting on him for my guidance, my protection, my continual healing, restoration, and my daily provisions. So I got to glorify him, guys. And I'll finish this message just real quickly by encouraging you guys, if you haven't watched chapter 1, please watch it. And remember that whatever it is that you want to see in this world, you have to put it there. It's your responsibility to put it there. You want to see people being more forgiving, but you're not willing to forgive the neighbor for walking over your lawn just yesterday. You want to see people walk in their God-given authenticity, but you're being everything but that. You smile at jokes that ain't funny. You dance to music you don't like. You scratch when you don't have an itch, just because everybody else is scratching. You do everything you can to fit in. This is not how this works, guys. Whatever we want to see, we have to put it there. In spite of the pain, in spite of the challenges, our own mistakes and blunders, in spite of the naysayers, the killjoys, finances, relationships, it's still our assignment, because it's still in there. Unless we surrender it, the enemy can't take something that he didn't give. He gave you the light. He gave you the love. He gave you the strength, the courage, the wisdom, the compassion, the humbleness, the tolerance. And he gave it to you to put it out there, to let it boom out into the atmosphere by way of your actions, your thoughts, your deeds, your feelings, your emotions, and your actual intentions. To inspire, to lead, to guide others yourself. You want to see people more self-confident, but you walk around here with your head down and everything but self-confidence. No. You want to see a society that's more, that's more kind, but you rude to the guy that, if just gave you a compliment, or the girl that, didn't, respond to your compliment. So whatever we want to see, we have to put it there, regardless of everything. And that's what I got for you guys. I'll close real quick, guys, but it was very important, and I'm sure you as a believer, you get that. You know why I had to come back and tell the full story. That's my resume. This is what qualifies me. He qualifies me to nourish you. He anointed me to nourish you, to help you find answers that only his God-given fellowship sometimes can provide. He's providing it. But sometimes he provided through fellowship. And the enemy would love to keep you isolated from your resources or from your resource of fellowship. Whatever the case may be. That's my resume. So be inspired by it. Keep going. Keep fighting the good fight. And tell your own resume. A lot of you guys got stories, whether they're similar to mine or don't have anything to do with my challenges. If it was a major challenge in your life, doesn't matter if it was whatever it was. If it was major to you, then it was major. And you know it had to be God, then it had to be God. So I'll get out of here by saying, remember guys, this ministry is not based on religion. This ministry is a holistic mind, body, and spirit ministry. Believing that he gave us a mind, a body, and a spirit, and that we should maximize it to whatever is appropriate and according to the amount that he gave us, the potential that he gave us. But every day we should do something that strengthens, nourishes, soothes, and revitalizes our mind, our body, and our spirit. Every day that we're on this planet. Doesn't matter how long you spend doing those things, how strenuous and, all those things, as long as you acknowledge the gifts that he's given you and put forth effort to strengthening, nourishing, soothing, and revitalizing those things, that honors him, because he wouldn't have given you those things if he didn't want you to use those things. So this ministry is based on experiential philosophy for the mind, ISSA certified fitness training for the body, and clean-hearted spiritual teachings and practices for the spirit and for the soul. These beliefs are merged, balanced, and synthesized and then presented to you in an effort to help you operate at a premium in your mentality, your physicality, and in your spirituality. Each and every day of this life. Some are going to be more advanced or more inclined with their mental capacities, their intellect. Some are going to be more inclined or advanced with their physical capabilities, some with their spiritual gifts and talents. But either way, we need to bring the wholeness of what he has given us together so that we can be more effective in his kingdom building and the assignment that he set before us. So that's what this ministry is based on. If you'd like some more information about the ministry, if you have questions about the services, if you're interested in the possibility of recruiting me to come to your city, your state, your neighborhood, because I do evangelize throughout the entire United States, then I'm going to leave a link with an email down in the description. I also humbly request that you guys visit the physical fitness branch of the ministry located at mountfitnessmbs.com just to get an idea of my experience and my expertise when it comes to physical fitness training, diet, nutrition, and all of that stuff. And if this ministry is helpful to you guys, I humbly request that you give back to this ministry. Help this ministry. Help this ministry by subscribing to the channel if you aren't already subscribed, by hitting the share button, and by hitting the thumbs up button. This way you help grow this ministry by way of the YouTube algorithm. When you push that share button, you plant a seed for yourself. You're sharing something that helped you. You're sharing it with others when you hit that share button. And he's promised to be a helper to those who are a helper of others. So please do those things. Help this ministry, plant your seed, receive your abundant harvest according to his will. And if the Holy Spirit moves you to make a monetary donation to this ministry, I'm going to leave a link for the Cash App down in the description as well. That's what I got for you guys. Hey, listen, I appreciate every ounce of love, support, the time that you guys spend watching this ministry. And I know that you guys are doing your individual and collective parts to, do those things, to hit the share, to hit the thumbs up, and help grow the ministry. So I know you guys are doing that. And whatever seeds you plant, you will receive an abundant harvest. That's not just with this ministry, as you already know. It's anytime you plant something, a good deed, forgiveness, love, helping somebody out financially, giving a word of encouragement, whatever the case may be. When you plant those seeds, you get a harvest. You get a harvest. That's the only place that I know in the Bible where he says to challenge me on this, to test me on this. And that is when you plant a seed, see if, according to your faith, that your barns don't overflow so much of a return that you won't even be able to contain it in your barns. We have to believe this, and we have to be on guard and prepared to receive this. So, he's not a man that he should lie, so receive it by faith. That's what I got for you guys. I believe that's everything, guys. Look for those links down in the description. Again, thanks for your love and support. And always be smart, be sharp, be strong, and be safe. Be happy, be healthy, be humble, and always be courageous, because you already know that this is not a walk for the weak or the faint of heart. Also, please always remember that ultimately there's only two different paths in life. One of these paths consists of blissful ignorance. That's it, that's all. Whatever one's told, whatever one's personal point of views, that's it, that's all. Just whatever. The other path leads to true meaning, purpose, and fulfillment in life. The selection between those two paths for your life is in your hands. It's not in my hands, it's not in the pastor's hands, it's not in the imam's hand. It's in your hands. So please, choose wise. That's what I got for you guys. I love you all. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. I am Brother Minister Mongoose, and I will holler back. Peace.